Family Dynamics on Bob's Burgers, and we're talking about Bob. Bob's the dad of the family, but also he's the one that keeps it grounded. When they're off wanting to do crazy, zany things, Bob's like, guys, the restaurant, we run a restaurant. But also, he does his best to give people the freedom to be who they are, where he's like, you know what, go do you and go off and be happy. And it's my personal belief that a lot of that comes from his childhood and not wanting his kids to have the same kind of childhood that he had, but also being able to follow his dream. You see, when Bob was a kid, he grew up in a restaurant, just like his kids are doing now, but he was deeply unhappy. He didn't have a bunch of siblings to have fun, and also he didn't have any toys. He wasn't allowed to play. We saw his very sad box of toys where he had a little thing of soap as his best friend. And I'm not going to say his dad is Cotton Hill level, but his dad is definitely somebody who doesn't encourage him to go out and be his best and be happy. His dad is basically the opposite of how he treats Gene, even to this day. Now, I feel like Bob does struggle to connect with Gene, and they're constantly trying to figure out ways that, like, what kind of thing do you like? What kind of thing do you like? Simply because they grew up differently, but you can tell that he definitely loves him and he gives him the space to be happy. You know, he's like, I don't get you, boy, but you go off and do what's going to make you smile. Like almost the opposite of how Hank is with Bobby. I think he loves Tina. He shows that he loves Tina. Maybe sometimes she's a bit TMI for him, but I feel like they get each other. Louise is his baby girl, and he loves it, and he treats her like it. And I love how they really get each other. They connect on so many levels. And when she's off, fired off and doing things, he's like, I get it. He knows when she's upset. He knows when she's off. They really connect, and I love their relationship. Also, he's the head of the household of the family, and it shows, you know, he makes a lot of the decisions, but you never see him bulldoze over Linda. You never see him belittling her or acting like she's less. A lot of times he's like, you're right, I get it. He listens to her, he takes her in, he knows that she makes up for his flaws. I absolutely love their relationship. I'm gonna go out and say that they are hashtag couple goals, because even though they're not glamorous and glitz and fancy, they love each other, they get each other, and they're here to make each other the best they can be.